In this video, we'll explain and demonstrate how to conduct a pressure hold test. But first, let's discuss some background information. What is integrity testing? Integrity testing ensures the accuracy of absolute filtration media, ensuring it is operating at its rated porosity or titer reduction rating. In other words, integrity testing validates that filtration media was not compromised before or during filtration. This is especially important if a filter is being used as a final sterile filtration step prior to bottling. Integrity testing is typically done immediately before bottling and again after bottling to confirm that the membrane remained integral during the process. There are 3 common manual tests used to assess the integrity of a membrane or cartridge filter. The pressure hold test, which is best for single round membrane filters, the bubble point test, which is only for single round membrane filters, and the pressure diffusion test, which is best and most accurate for both single and multiple round membrane filters. So, what is the pressure hold test? The pressure hold test is a simplified version of the bubble point test and is most appropriate for integrity testing single round membrane filters. During a pressure hold test, filter media is wetted and water is held by capillary action within the pores of the filter media. Then, gas is applied to the upstream side of the filter at approximately 80% of the bubble point pressure while the outlet valve remains open. The filter's challenge is to hold the water within the filter media while under pressure. Then, the filter passes the pressure hold test if the pressure does not drop at all within 30 seconds after reaching the full testing pressure. If testing for longer periods of time, a 2 to 3 psi pressure decay over 10 minutes still constitutes a pass. When a failure is suspected, we'll go over some common culprits later in the video. Note, we only recommend conducting a pressure hold test on a multiple round filter if you are confident the cartridges underwent proper quality control during the manufacturing process. The only way to confirm integrity of multiple round filters is with a pressure diffusion test. If conducting pressure hold on a multiple round housing, a 2 to 3 psi pressure decay over 10 minutes may constitute a pass. Can you use the pressure hold test for multiple round filters? While pressure hold tests can be conducted on multiple round filters, be advised there is a masking effect that can occur. For example, if one cartridge or membrane has a hole in it, the others in a multiple round setup can compensate. This hides the fact that one might be letting air and eventually microorganisms through at a higher rate than the rest of the elements. We only recommend conducting a pressure hold test on a multiple round filter if you are confident the cartridges underwent proper quality control during the manufacturing process. The most accurate way to confirm integrity of a multiple round filter is to perform a diffusional flow test, which measures the exact rate at which a gas passes through the membrane.
Now let's cover the pressure hold testing protocol. As a warning, pressurized containers present a safety risk to operators. Ensure proper safety procedures and tools are used. Required materials. You will need the filter housing, the cartridge filter, gloves, a bucket of water for wetting O-rings and gaskets, a 1.5-inch tri-clover with female hose adapter. If using a hose as your water source, you can disregard this if using a pump. A 1/2-inch tri-clover with tubing. This is optional but attaches to the vent valve and helps avoid a mess. A 1.5-inch tri-clover connection with male quick connect air fitting. Compressed filtered oil-free air, nitrogen or argon, not carbon dioxide. A pressure regulator and hose with female quick connect air fitting. The gauge connected to the pressure regulator should have subdivisions of at least 5 psi and the capacity to measure up to 60 psi. A digital pressure gauge can also be used. And lastly, a protected surface to place the housing dome on when not on the base. This prevents pitting over time. Instructions. Step 1. Record the filter part number, lot number, and product information. Also include physical observations. Step 2. Install the filter in the base of the housing. Be sure to wet the O-rings before installation and ensure the filter is twisted and locked into place. Step 3. Install the dome. Be sure to wet the gasket and the base of the housing as well as the tri-clover clamp before installation. Step 4. Properly wet the filter to be tested, expelling all air from the filter membrane. This is simple but critical and contains several sub-steps. First, hook up water to the inlet side of the housing. Then, hook up a hose to the outlet side of the housing and direct it toward a drain. Attach a hose to the vent at the top of the housing. This is optional but avoids a mess. Leave the vent valve open and the outlet valve closed. Crack the inlet valve to begin priming the housing. Wait for water to flow out of the vent valve, then close the vent valve and simultaneously open the outlet valve. Bring the back pressure up to 5 psi by slowly closing the outlet valve until your outlet pressure gauge reads 5 psi while your pump is running and water is flowing. Now vent the top vent to release any trapped air bubbles. Close the vent, open the outlet valve all the way. Repeat those 2 steps 2 to 3 times. Finally, stop the pump or switch off the water source. Step 5. Detach the hose from the outlet valve and the water source from the inlet valve. Remove the tubing from the vent valve. Step 6. Drain the water by opening all vents and valves. Note, do not use gas to drain the housing at this stage. Step 7. Close all valves except the outlet. The outlet valve should stay open the entire test. Step 8. Connect the gas source to the inlet port of the filter. Step 9. Consult the technical data sheet for the pressure hold testing value. This is generally approximately 80% of the bubble point value. Step 10. Open the inlet valve and gas valve. Step 11. Starting from 0 pressure, slowly increase the pressure on the gas source about 5 psi at a time. Close the inlet valve and gas valve and check the inlet gauge on top of the housing to ensure pressure is building. Step 12. Repeat the last step 3 to 4 times until the pressure hold value is reached. Wait 2 to 3 minutes between cycles. Note, the inlet pressure gauge should read the same value as the pressure gauge on the gas tank. If not, one or more of the gauges may be faulty. Step 13. Determine if the filter has passed. The filter passes the pressure hold test if the pressure does not drop at all within 30 seconds after reaching the full testing pressure. If testing for longer periods of time, a 2 to 3 psi pressure decay over 10 minutes still constitutes a pass. When a failure is suspected, re-wet the filters and repeat the test. That's repeating steps 2 through 7. Step 14. Record the date and pressure hold results in a log. Step 15. Once the pressure hold value has been reached, disconnect the gas source and open all valves. Step 16. If the test was conducted prior to bottling, proceed with a chemical sanitization. If the test was conducted after bottling, proceed to standard cleaning steps.
Potential problems. The filter was improperly wetted. The filter may fail integrity test if the filter media was not properly wetted prior to the test, ensuring all gas was expelled from the filter pores. Repeat the wetting process and try the test again. O-rings or valves were leaking. Pressure may be leaking from O-rings that have been improperly seated or are cracking, or from faulty valves. To determine if this is the problem, perform a pressure hold test on the housing by bringing the pressure up to 10 psi, closing the outlet valve, and waiting a couple minutes to see if the pressure drops. If so, please inspect all valves and gauges and refer to the housing exploded view drawing found on the product page to identify any O-rings that are not visible and may need replacing. The pressure was built too fast. When you build pressure too fast, this could constitute a false fail. We recommend ramping up the pressure very carefully. Take 3 to 5 minutes minimum to attain the target pressure hold value. The actual test to see if pressure holds is usually less than a minute per 30-inch cartridge. The majority of time spent on this test should be the slow buildup of pressure. The pressure hold test was conducted at the wrong time. Pressure hold testing should be conducted only after sterilization, especially when sterilizing with steam. Improper cooling of the cartridges after steam sterilization can cause severe warping that affects the integrity of the membrane. Integrity testing after sterilization and proper cool down will identify if this issue has occurred. Conduct a chemical sanitization after opening the housing for the integrity test.
If the pressure hold test fails repeatedly after the troubleshooting steps, please feel free to contact us at scottlab.com and one of our technical specialists will be in touch.